Hello and welcome to my 63rd water review for YouTube. Today is Friday, April 19th, 2019, and this week I will be reviewing Canada Pure lemon flavored sparkling water beverage. Now, Canada Pure is a Toronto-based company that started in 2014 with the goal of producing a refreshing sparkling water that bonds authenticity, real flavors, and just the right amount of carbonation packaged in a very beautiful bottle. Very stylish, as they say on their website. So we'll see how they do with all of those claims. And we'll start off with company history and interestingness, where Canada Pure is not doing so well. Their website is decent, but a bit basic. It seems like someone with a rough idea of how to make a website made this website. There's some strange color font choices, and it's not the most beautiful or well put together website, but it is decent, and it has all of the necessary pages that I would usually be looking for. But in their About Us page, there really isn't a whole lot of substance. There's a lot of marketing fluff, and I found this a lot in the products page as well. There's really not a whole lot of actual true information about the history of the company or their products themselves, but they do have a little bit, so it's not a huge deal, but I really would have liked to see a bit more information about the history of the company, their products, and even though they are a smaller company that's relatively new, maybe the start of some CSR initiatives would have been nice to see as well. So really an okay website with an okay amount of information, but nothing really that substantial. And in terms of bottle design and materials, they do have a very stylish bottle. I love this blue plastic bottle they went with the nice accented yellow cap, which is very large in comparison to the bottle. It almost looks a bit too large, but it is a standard size cap, which I do like. And the materials all around are very excellent. They're extremely sturdy. I have no doubt that this bottle will survive a drop or whatever. But in terms of the label design itself, it is also very excellent. It's perfectly glued to this bottle all the way around, so there's no really any chance of it wrinkling or bubbling. And the label design is decent. It has this nice picture of a lemon on it with some nice fonts as well. However, it does seem they went a bit overboard with the different fonts on the front of this bottle. It looks like there's 4 or 5 different fonts or different styles of font on the front of the bottle. So maybe stick to 1 or 2. I think that I do like some of the fonts that are on here, but it just seems a bit overboard with all the different fonts that they do have. On the side of the bottle, they have this interesting checklist, which I will get into in the taste and nose portion of this review, but that's kind of an interesting checklist they do have on the side there. And on the back, they have a nutrition facts table as well as an ingredients list, which is excellent to see. I'm really happy to see that. So overall, their bottle design and materials are excellent, and they do live up to that claim that they have on their website, talking about a stylish bottle, and it's very well constructed as well. I'm very impressed with the Canada Pure bottle. And now it is time to move on to taste and nose. Now this is a carbonated water, so hopefully it has remained carbonated as it stayed on the shelf. Now this is the lemon flavor, so on the nose, wow, yeah, it smells a lot like those clear lemon freezies that you used to get as a kid at like soccer practice or whatever. It reminds me so much of that. It's eerily similar to those lemon freezies on the nose. Really not getting a whole lot else on the nose. On their checklist, they mentioned that it's sodium free. I don't know why that's a selling feature, but I'm not getting any sort of saltiness or anything on the nose. The lemon smell really covers up anything that you might get in terms of minerals and whatnot. So really just a very dominant note of that lemon freezy smell. And now on to taste. Wow. Yeah, it tastes exactly like one of those lemon freezies and what as well. And it's very similar to a lemon freezy because, in fact, this 450 45 milliliter bottle contains 21 grams of sugar in it. I don't know why it's all natural cane sugar, but I really don't understand why they've put so much sugar into this drink. They claim that it would be mother approved, but I'd really be hard pressed to find a mother who would allow their children to consume a drink with this much sugar in it. It's really just overboard. I don't know why they think that they need to add sugar. I think that with this lemon flavor and decarbonation, that's plenty. I don't know why having no sodium is a selling feature. Bubbly only has like 10 milligrams of sodium in it. I don't know why that's such a terrible thing that Canada Pure felt like they had to remove it and then put it as a selling feature on the side of their bottle. Funny enough, they also mentioned that it's naturally clear, but I don't see why any true sparkling water wouldn't be clear. All the sparkling waters I've tried have all been clear, so I don't see how that's a selling feature either. The whole checklist on the side of this bottle is kind of ridiculous in my opinion. I think that the fact that it's naturally sweetened, who cares? It really shouldn't be sweetened at all. The fact that it has no sodium is not a big deal, since most carbonated waters don't have a lot of sodium unless it's one of those very sodium rich ones like the ones I've tried in the past, but most of the ones you'll try have less than 20 milligrams of sodium per 500 mils. So I don't see how that's a selling feature. It's naturally flavored, which is nice, I guess, but most of these flavored carbonated waters are naturally flavored. And honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the flavoring that they've used, the lemon flavoring in this. I think that the carbonated water for the Perrier lemon flavor is much better, but it's not bad. I just don't see how any of those features are a selling feature. So I really think that if they really want to be mother approved, then cut out the sugar completely, put in the sodium. There's no reason to remove it. And I think that they have enough of a difference in their lemon flavor that I think they could compete with something like Perrier. But as it is currently standing, I just can't recommend drinking this. It's basically just a lemon soda. It's ridiculous that they can even call it a water beverage. I guess that's how they get around it, because it's a water beverage. But then, so is Coke, I guess. In terms of final score for company history and interestingness, their website was decent, but really didn't have a whole lot of substantial information, not a whole lot of facts about the water or the company or any CSR initiatives. So in terms of company history and interestingness, they get 1.25 out of 2.5 points. In terms of bottle design and materials, they do quite excellent. I'm very impressed with the Canada Pure bottle. It's very well constructed with high quality plastics all around. The label is perfectly glued to the bottle. And while their claim list here is very ridiculous, the design of the bottle is decent, and they do include a nutrition facts table and an ingredients list. So in terms of bottle design and materials, they are getting 2.25 out of 2.5 points. Just change up the fonts a bit, I think, is really all you need to do, and maybe remove that checklist since it's a bit ridiculous. In terms of taste and nose, it doesn't taste like a sparkling water, and I prefer the non-sweetened sparkling waters greatly to one of these sparkling water beverages that they make. It has a decent carbonation, not a super strong carbonation, and the mouthfeel is very syrupy because they do add all of that sugar. It's very highly sugared. So in terms of taste and nose, they get 1.25 out of 4 points. Really cut out the sugar, add back in the sodium, and you might have a decent carbonated water, maybe add a bit more carbonation. In terms of value, this bottle, it's only a 455 milliliter bottle, and it cost around $2, which is very expensive. You can get a Perrier, which is a 1 liter bottle, for cheaper than that. So it's hard to recommend it in terms of value as well. So in terms of value, they're getting half a point out of 1 point. Tallying it all up, they get 5.25 out of 10 points, which really it's their bottle design and materials saving them, and the fact that they have a decent website. But if you're really looking for a nice carbonated water to drink, I would just completely skip this one. It's really If you're looking for a lemon soda, sure, go for it. But if you're looking for a nice lemon carbonated water, I would probably skip this one. Really go back to the drawing board with this one. Canada Pure, I think you might have your kind of idea of what ideal health is and what mother approved drinks are kind of backwards. So I hope you all enjoyed my review for this week. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below which waters you'd like me to review next, or which foods you'd like me to review next on my Monday food reviews. And please share with all of your friends as well. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you on Monday for my next food review. Thank you.